What it is, you guys, it is your girl Cadillac coming through in the wee hours of the morning once again, but this time your girl ain't up in her car. I found me a little corner somewhere. So today it is Throwback Thursday turning Flashback Friday. And the reason for this video is to tell you another Project Reach the World story from long ago. As you know, Project Reach the World is the project that I created. Along the way, I am an artist. First, let me introduce myself. Hi, my name is Cadillac Dixon. I am the Draw My Life prison wife. I am the legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice, hoping to see justice before it all fades to black. Yes, it's your girl Cadillac. So anyways, guys, we are here so that I can tell you another Project Reach the World story. I don't know when this is from. I'll put it in the description box once I find out exactly when it's from, and I also will include pictures from it in the description box because I am not editing right now for a while. You know, I'm just trying to get my content out. The editing is what I believe editing upgrades your videos. But for me, I spend so much time editing and I don't get enough views to kind of make it equal to the amount of time that I edited, if you understand what I mean. So for a while, I'm just not going to edit because I got other things I really have to do. I have to go to work. And that was kind of what kicked it off, because when I went back to work, because it takes so long to edit, I wasn't having time to even put out videos. So to combat that, I just said, heck, I'm just going to start uploading. Just record, upload, just all that random stuff. I go back and put my keywords later. Sometimes I put the description and I'll do a thumbnail when I get to it. And it seems to be working better than all that time editing, researching keywords, creating thumbnails in Photoshop, posting to Facebook, posting to Instagram to, hey, go check me out. Like, girl, that's way too much, time. And I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it if I was getting the views to, offset that. But right now, your girl ain't. But I don't want to quit the YouTube because I love it. It's really fun, to be honest with you. When you forget about the stats, then it's really fun. I mean, it's fun to document your life, to go back and look on it, to see where you came from. You could actually see your growth. You could actually see, everything. So I don't want to quit it. But it's time to move on to the next thing that possibly can free my man, girl. So this is about something else that I created to try to bring freedom to my husband. My husband, Marcello Jackson, is doing a 40-year wrongful conviction sentence in the state of Florida. And he was convicted wrongfully in 2002. In about 2006 is when I met a recording artist named, no, actually that was 2005, my bad. I met a recording artist named Life Jennings. Before I met him, I dreamed that I met him. Once I did meet him, in my dream, he was like, oh my gosh, you're so talented, this and that. And he wanted to make a song with me. And we started working together, and that caused me to get the funds, needed for my husband and whatever. Right after that dream, I actually met him, which is crazy. We won a contest to actually meet him and greet him or whatever. And I drew him a picture and I wrote him a poem. Well, I recited a poem that I already had called 1020 Life. I recited that, which is 1020 Life is a sentencing statute here in Florida. um it got a lot of people botched up, like for real. So I recited that poem to him. I gave him the picture that I drew of him, and he gave me some great advice. He told me to never give up, never give up. And then he also went on to tell me to tell that man of yours, don't ever give up. If you know who Life Jennings is, give me a red heart emoji. I love that man. Oh my gosh, I love him. He sings that song Must Be Nice. But after meeting him, and I mean, I got to give him my artwork and everything, but the dream did not end the way that I thought it would. You know, that it ended in the dream. The reality, I'm sorry, did not end the way the dream did. So I was convinced that, you know, dreams are not always straight. They're not always the same people that you dream about. The same thing happens. So I'm like, well, maybe I dreamed it was like Jennings, but it could be somebody else. So that's when I got on this thing of going to meet any and everybody I could, creating them artwork, presenting them. Later, the poem actually from poetry, I started actually rapping. And I would put my demo that I, you know, created inside actually it used to be drawings, and the drawings became hand painted shirts, and I started just hand painting the artists I would go see, and then I would take my demo inside the t-shirt. Sometimes we'll throw them up on stage. Sometimes I would just hold it up and the artist would, you know, recognize me from the crowd. And it's just been a way that I have gotten the story of Marcello to many, 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 many people, y'all. But it's just, it never caught fire the way I thought it would. I thought after, because I always seen that famous people hang in circles, and I was like, once I get one to this person and one to that person and one to that person, I could see them just hanging out. And one day someone said, hey, I got something very similar to that. Like, it was this girl, like she had this weird crazy hairdo, and she was out there, she painted, and because I used to do these wild crazy hair pieces, and that was meant to get people's attention. Like, girl, you're not gonna ignore me. Once I got their attention, then I show them my artwork, and once they see my artwork, then hey, there's a story behind it. I got music that tells the story of my husband's wrongful conviction. Okay, so tonight's story is gonna be about the time that I got my artwork to Robin Thicke. Y'all remember Robin Thicke? Lost without you, girl. I am lost without my man, girl. I am lost. But he had that song. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the part that made me fall in love with that Robin Thicke song was when he said, tell me that you love me more. And something like that. Because Marcello, every single time I tell him I love him, like from the beginning, he always said, I love you more. And I'm like, how could you love me more? Like, for real, like, how do you even measure the amount of love? But every time I say that I love him, he always tells me I love him more. So he says, tell me that you love me more, or something like that, and that you want my body. And I was just so like in love with that song after that, because those were like similar words to what Marcello had told me. So this is the time. Hand going to bed. Hold on, y'all. God. Okay, got some blood back to my hand. Got some blood back to my hand. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is the time that I wanted to go see Robin Thicke. He was coming to the House of Blues. Like I said, I can't remember the date, but once I find out, I will put it in the description box. I hadn't bought my ticket. I don't know why I was contemplating not going. Like, I think it was rather expensive. So I was like, should I go? Should I not go? Whatever. So I don't know. This is crazy too. It got way to the day of. Now, usually when a concert is coming, I'm getting my tickets like right off the bat. I got to ask for the time off from work, this, and that, because at that time I was working overnight at the Super Center. So the concert is not even going to be over before it's time for me to head into work. So I didn't ask for the time off. I didn't do nothing. I just didn't know if I wanted to go, which is crazy. So, oh, you know why? I know why I didn't go now, because I couldn't find anybody to go with me. So, I I don't know. It was the day of, and I was like, I still couldn't find nobody. So because I couldn't find anybody, I was like, I may not go to this one. I'll just sit this one out. So something told me, just go down there and you'll figure it out. I had drew a little picture of him, and I was gonna see if I was gonna buy my ticket. Now this is what's crazy. I decided to go. Couldn't find nobody to go with me, so I was like, heck, girl, I'm gonna go. I love Robin Thicke. I love this song. I want to see him sing my song, girl. And so I went down there and I got ready to get in line, and it was a couple that walked up to me, and they were like, are you going to the Robin Thicke concert? And I'm like, yeah, I'm about to try to buy the tickets or whatever. And they were like, did you know it's sold out? And I'm like, oh no, I didn't know that it was sold out. It was like, yeah, it's sold out. They were like, do you want to buy our ticket? And I'm like, huh? Like, do I want to buy your ticket? I'm thinking they could be scalpers, whatever. So I'm like, I didn't know what to do, girl. So I'm like, they was like, it's sold out. Like, you're not going to find another ticket. So I went on and bought these tickets, and I'm thinking, girl, you just got. These folks done got you, girl. Like, for real, how could you be so naive? You know better than that, girl. You just lost, like, and I think it was less than the amount for the regular ticket, which is crazy. Like, that is too good to be true. So they were like, go ahead, you want to buy our ticket? You want to buy our ticket? So I'm like, okay, I didn't want the people to feel bad or whatever. And then I'm like, girl, I probably just lost all my money. So there was like, well, guess what? I'm glad you. So I made the purchase from them. Then I'm looking over my shoulder, because you know your girl can't do nothing wrong. Because I'm thinking, that could be a ticket scalper. And then when you buy tickets from somebody, ain't that against the law? Like, for real? So I'm like, the police probably around the corner about to get me, girl. So I bought the ticket, and they're like, oh yes, you bought the ticket, and guess what, we're going backstage. And I'm like, these people lied. They went in, we get in the crowd, and they're kind of like dancing or whatever. They ain't had no rhythm like that. Like, girl, y'all going to see Robin Thicke and y'all ain't got no rhythm. Sorry, I'm shaking my hand out in the background. Hand going to bed. That's that corporal tunnel for y'all. But they like, dancing rhythmless to the music, which is crazy. And they're like, yeah, girl. And we'll be back here when we go to see Justin Timberlake. Justin Timberlake coming. We gonna have front row tickets for that, and we going backstage too. Girl, when the concert was over, I thought they was lying this whole time. Now, okay, girl, yeah, you got me in the concert. That's fine. You got me in the concert. But I really am not thinking that we're going backstage. And they up here talking about Justin Timberlake, this, and that. So finally, the concert was over. And they're like, yeah, come this way. We're going to go backstage. We're going to go. And I'm still not believing this at all. Like, we ain't going backstage to meet no Robin Thicke. How about we go to the back door? They come in. They're like, oh, we got a guest with us. And they literally escort me backstage, upstairs in the House of Blues. But back then we were not allowed to bring cameras. And guess who is standing there? Mr. Lost Without You, girl, Robin Thicke, right in front of me. I got to give my drawing straight to him. He signed it, which is crazy. Why did he sign my picture? He signed it, Cadillac Lost Without You, and then I actually gave it to him. So the whole thing, and it was so beautiful. I hugged him, girl. He smelled good, girl. He was so cute. Yes. But the moral is, had I went to the concert, like I needed somebody to go with me, like for real. I really just did not want to go to this concert. But the thing is, had I brought somebody, I would have missed my opportunity, because those people had only one ticket. And that's why they spotted me out, because I was a single person coming by myself. So the moral of this story is, like, even on this prison wife road, sometimes you're going to have to go alone, which kind of irritates me. I'm like, Marcella has so much family. Why can't anybody help me? I have family. Why won't anybody support me? But the thing is, this may be, and then all my friends, all the people I know on social media, I'm like, why won't y'all share nothing? Why won't y'all like nothing? Like, y'all can easily help me get him home. But the thing is, possibly this is my road to walk alone. And if I try to bring somebody, maybe I miss my shot. Because that night, girl, I would have missed my shot had I brought anybody with me, because they had one ticket and one ticket only. So don't miss out on what's in life for you, because you're trying to bring somebody along. Everybody can't go everywhere with you. And with that being said, my hand is gone to bed. And I'm about to go on to bed too. So it's your girl Cadillac. Project Reach the World.